はい、皆さんこんにちは。Today we're going to be looking at an article about the Tokyo Game Show. Just happened in Tokyo recently. If you're looking to improve your Japanese, reading articles like this from NHK Easy is a really good way to learn lots of good vocab and practice your grammar as well. And we'll be looking at a bit of the grammar in detail as well. 今日は2019年9月16日です。This bit.ly link will take you to this Google Doc. You can find it in the YouTube description box, and the Google Doc will also contain a copy of the article in case it's unavailable on the website. 東京ゲームショー 5G で一堂に100人がゲームをする。千葉市の幕張メッセで世界でも有名な東京ゲームショーが始まりました。今年は40の国や地域から650以上の会社などが新しいゲームを紹介しています。NTT ドコモは大きなデータをとっても早く送る 5G の技術を利用して一度に100人ぐらいが楽しむことができるゲームを紹介しています。会社の人は 5G を使うと一度にたくさんの人がゲームをしても遅れたり止まったりしないと話しています。ソニーはゲームの機械だけではなくて、ストリーミングという方法を利用してパソコンでも楽しむことができるゲームを増やすと発表しました。ストリーミングを使うとインターネットでデータを受け取りながら遊ぶことができます。今年の秋からアメリカの Google もストリーミングを使ってゲームをするサービスを始めます。ゲームの会社はストリーミングを使うゲームを増やそうと急いでいます。東京ゲームショウは15日までです。はい。Alright, kind of an interesting article talking about basically some shifts in the technology paradigm, I guess. So first thing we should notice, I guess, with this article is we have got quite a lot of numbers in here. So we go through, obviously we have our 5G. I mean, this is pretty easy, but we've got ichido. All right, so this is a counter, meaning one time. Do is the amount of times. We have 100人. We see this number a few times in the article. So this is our counter for people. We go 40の国や地域. Now, this is an interesting one because there is no counter for countries and regions, and this is talking about, I guess, like Hong Kong, I think maybe Macau, these like special administrative regions. They're not technically countries, but anyway, normally you use the generic counter for this, but because the generic counter doesn't go above 10, when you go to 40, you just have to say 40の. Kind of an interesting one. We have 650以上, so more than 650 の会社. So again, it's kind of using the same thing. We use our no particle twice to link these counters in a way to the things that they're counting. Okay, we have our 100人 again. And then the last one we have is 15日. Okay, one of our counters for the days. But for this one, because we don't have kan, on the end, we know it's the 15th of the month, 15日. Okay. 5G, de. Alright, so remember, de is our contextual particle. A lot of people have issues with the de particle. Tay Kim's grammar guide is really good in this instance. He refers to it as the contextual particle, and he really says use this phrase of by means of to translate it generally. So 5G de, by means of 5G, using 5G. 一度に, so one time, so altogether, I guess. 100人が, so 100 people are the ones that, ga is our particle, the thing that, ゲームをする, so they can all do a game together. So 千葉市, so we don't really have to be able to read words like this. These are proper nouns, right? These are names of cities and things like this, but Chiba is a place near Tokyo. And then this is the name of the like convention center that they're at. So you don't really have to be able to read this either. I mean, the katakana, of course, you should be able to read, but both of these are kind of hard words. De. Okay, so again, we got de, our contextual particle. Sekai でも有名な東京ゲームショウが始まりました。So it's kind of saying, well, there are lots of popular kind of gaming conventions and game shows that showcase games and things like that. But even within all these events, 世界でも even within the world of the entire world, 有名な it's even more famous. Okay, so this is a bit of grammar. 世界でも有名な. So even within the world, this is still a famous one. All right, even with all the other competing game shows, this is still one that a lot of people basically go to even from outside Japan. And then we see が始まりました. So this is a bit of our transitive, intransitive verb issue, but we're kind of saying here that this game show began. All right, it's not like a human started it. The show just kind of happened. Again, Take Kim's transitive, intransitive verb section can really help you out. But notice we have our ga particle and then hajimarimasu versus hajimemasu. But anyway, 今年は, so as for this year, 40の国から, so from 40 countries and regions, 650以上, so more than 650 会社など. So it's kind of saying, well, etc. This is what nado means. It's kind of saying, well, there's, I guess there's partnerships and all kinds of things. It's not just companies, it's all types of people, sole traders, freelancers, all kinds of people. 新しいゲーム, so pretty standard usage of our e adjective and a noun. を紹介しています. Okay, so at the time that this article is written, this games convention is already ongoing. So しています. It's kind of saying at the time of writing, people are these companies and stuff are still offering these games, as in they're introducing the games. NTT Docomo, so this is a major mobile phone network in Japan, one of the biggest ones. は大きなデータをとっても早く送る 5G の技術を利用して. Alright, a lot going on here. So first we have 大きな. So this word is a bit weird. I've talked about this in previous videos, but it's kind of treated like a e adjective and a na adjective together. But anyway, data, so lots of data, or とっても早く送る. So here we've kind of got two adverbs. Like とっても is very, it's kind of like an adjective, and then 早く送る. So 送る is to send something. 早く送る, send something quickly. All right, because 早い, this is an e adjective, 早い, and that means fast or quick. And then when we want to use adjectives to describe verbs, so adverbs, we just change the e to a ku with our e adjectives. So 早く送る, so send quickly. That's a bit of a hint. You can change the word to either add er on the end or ly. So quick, quickly. 5G の技術を利用して, so using the 5G technology, 一度に, so this is kind of going from our headline, 100人ぐらい, so about 100 people が楽しむことができる. Alright, so here we're changing our verb 楽しむ into kind of like a noun by saying 楽しむこと. And generally in my head, whenever I see koto like this, when it's put onto a verb, a plain form verb like this, I normally translate koto as the act of. So the act of, and then tanoshimu is to enjoy. So the act of enjoying ができるゲーム. So you're able to do the act of enjoying for this game. Okay, basically you can do something and enjoy the game. を紹介しています. So we just had this, but they are, NTT are introducing this type of game. So really they're kind of saying, using 5G technology, you can play some games with 100 people all over 5G. So obviously this is a bit of interest to NTT because they're a big mobile company and it's one way they can sell their services. Go, hey, if you join our network, you can play these 5G games. 会社の人は, so this is really someone from NTT. 5G を使うと, so here we got our to conditional showing our natural consequence. So basically, if you use 5G, 一度に, so one time, たくさんの人がゲームをしても, even if lots of people play a game. That's what this しても is doing here. It's the mo pretty much means even. So even if you have lots of people playing a game, or kuretari, like slowing down, tomattari, stopping, shinai to hanashiteimasu. Now this is a different to from this one we just looked at. Here is our quoting to. So this person from NTT is saying, well, if you use 5G, even if there's lots of people playing the game all on 5G, it won't be kind of having lag and slow down. I mean, we'll see if this is actually the case or not when it kind of comes out, but I guess, 4G and 3G, they have bandwidth issues, which 5G is quite significantly faster, so maybe this won't happen anymore. I'm not sure. So next bit we've got is Sony wa, so this is obviously our big Japanese company. Sony wa game no kikai. Now game no kikai, this is talking about consoles basically. So with Sony, obviously it's the PlayStation. So game no kikai dake de wa nakute. Now dake, this means that's all there is, and then there's nothing else. So and it really just means just, this word in English, just. So just with the game consoles, de wa nakute. Now where does this come from? De wa nai. De wa nai. Now de wa nai is combining our de particle and our wa. So de, we just talked about this, by means of. Wa is setting up our topic, so as for. And when we combine de and wa together, we just add both of those meanings together. So basically, by means of just the game consoles only, as for that, nakute. Like I said, this comes from nai. So not just using the game consoles only. ストリーミングという方法を利用して、so using streaming method, パソコンでも楽しむことができるゲーム. So you can, and I've actually seen this before, but you can, there's even services where you can do this now, where if you've got a computer which is not very good, but you want to play a kind of a very kind of graphics intense game and your computer can't handle it, you can subscribe to services which you like stream. Basically the game will be running on a computer somewhere, a really good computer, and then you connect to that computer through streaming, and then you kind of play the game remotely. I've never used these services. I don't know if they're any good. I mean, I doubt that well, I mean, it's a bit different now in Australia because we got a slightly better internet than we did a few years ago, but I don't know if internet could handle that service. But anyway, that's kind of what they're getting at here. And then 増やすと発表しました. Now 発表, and then just like this 話しています. 発表 is like to present something or to make an announcement, and then 増やす is to increase something. So they want to increase these types of games, which are kind of, instead of kind of being localized to your console and then kind of depending on the hardware in your console, you can stream them from somewhere else. Again, kind of taking advantage of these massive data centers that these companies have, and making it, I guess, kind of cheaper because they don't have to put all this hardware in your actual game console. They can just make it possible to these consoles to, I mean, I don't know, I'm clearly maybe clueless about this, but the way I understand it is you just make the consoles good enough to be able to play like 4K video. And then as long as they can handle that, you can, all the actual graphic processing, the physics processing, all that stuff can be done on some beastie computer somewhere in a data center. That's kind of what they're getting at here. And that's what they're kind of focusing on, is that they want to increase. So streaming を使うと, so again our to conditional, if we use streaming, インターネットでデータを受け取りながら, so again, you're just kind of streaming the game kind of like as a video instead of your actual console or computer having to play it. 遊ぶことができます. And then you'll be able to play the game. Okay, just like I explained. Alright, so 今年の秋から, so from this year's autumn, and remember Japan's in the northern hemisphere, so we're talking near the end of the year kind of. アメリカの Google も, so America's Google. And we see more. So basically they're doing the same thing that Sony's trying to do. ストリーミングを使ってゲームをするサービスを始めます. So now see, we've got 始めます. Remember we had が始まります right at the beginning. Now を始めます. Because now it's actually Google who are starting the service. So because like a human is technically involved here, we're going to be using the transitive verb. So ゲームの会社は, so the gaming companies は、ストリーミングを使うゲーム, so what I've just mentioned, を増やそう。So now we see that there is our plain form volitional, and this is used to mean a slightly different thing because 増やそうと急いでいます. So they're basically, although this technology has been around for a few years, now a lot of the gaming companies are kind of realizing, hey, this is probably the future of where gaming is headed. So we better make a move and start trying to develop these products. So whenever we see a plain form volitional like this, it's often used to express intention or that you've just started doing something. You're just about to make the first step or try and start doing something. So it's like, oh, we're going to try and put games out there which use this streaming technology, but they haven't quite started yet, so they're a little bit behind the ball. So Tokyo Game Show wa 15日までです, and then the Tokyo Game Show is up until the 15th. Alright guys, that's it from me. I hope this video helped you out. If you want to improve your Japanese, please get in contact with me via the details on screen. I run online lessons very similar to the setup you see now, except that it's be one-on-one, and I've got lots of students who I've really helped improve their Japanese through my tutoring. So if you're young or old, in school or not, you want your Japanese to be better at exams, you just want to be able to talk to Japanese people, if you travel to Japan, if any reason at all you want to learn Japanese, please get in contact with me and I can help you out. Thanks again guys. Bye bye.